talking to herself as we're like getting ready for the show, and I'm like kind of creeped out.
She's probably gonna fire you. I thought I fired you yesterday for a no show.
I can't get fired. I'm part 2 of the show.
You are an important part of the show. I can't fire you. It's not the same without you. We're all so bummed out.
I went on a bender. Like I tried to post, I woke up in a Starbucks trash can. Life got in the way, entrepreneurship, and got stuck in meetings. And I would have much rather have been doing a show than where I was.
We had fun, but you were definitely missed because that was the whole point. Yeah,
I was excited.
And the whole point, I didn't know I couldn't bring you halfway on here because I don't have it set up that way. And you have to. I just haven't done it. So I was like, all right,
jump in, and I was like, they've been going this long, and
and then it was just a pain in the ass. I didn't like Hangouts. So I'm gonna set it up so I can do everything through here from now on. I won't have to deal with it. But our producer yelled at us.
Yeah, we've been getting quite the scolding from our producer. Yeah,
how many years of experience does he have in this field?
Under his belt of being a producer or of critiquing people, because he has a lot more experience under his belt. He's great at critiquing. He gives excellent notes. Bottom line, we were just told to do better for you guys. I'm sorry we've been failing you.
We're not good enough.
We're not good enough.
What else did he got onto you about your hair?
No, that wasn't him. That was actually one of our haters. It was right after I got my hair done. This is intentional. These are not roots grown out, by the way. But I tend to not wear makeup or do my hair in these podcasts. I actually attempted today, but yeah, the hater made a comment about my hair, but our producer says I need to cut back on saying like so much, which is hard for a Valley girl, but and I just get so excited when we start talking and going on the air and just rambling that it's just part of my natural conversation. I forget we have an audience, so I'm going to work on fixing myself up and not looking like a piece of trash, and stop and not saying like as much. So somebody needs to keep track of how many times I say that. But he got onto you too.
Onto me? What? I missed that. What? I missed that. What was it? What did it say?
Not a fan of your hats.
Why? What's wrong with my hats?
I don't think
have a few.
He wants people to see your face.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I just hate that my hairline needs to come back down. I can't wait till like stem cell research, gets to that point where I can just go and it comes back down.
I think I have a slightly large forehead for my face, so
nah,
it's fine.
None of us are perfect. I can deal with it. Whatever. I don't care.
We're gonna do better.
Yeah, we have to. No hats. Okay. Well, I'll try not to wear hats that often, but I do like wearing hats.
What'd you do this weekend? We're catching up.
Oh, I gained like 10 pounds because the age that I'm at, it's like all my friends are just having kids left and right. So I went to birthday party, baby shower. Well, I didn't go to the actual baby shower. I went to the baby shower after party.
The after baby shower party.
Yeah, that's the kind of friends I have to have. We got to have an after party.
Yeah,
because the guys can't be at the baby shower. And I ate lots of cake, lots of crap, and I don't know. And then what was it? Saturday, I think. Yeah, Saturday I went out to one of the greatest dive bars on the beach that I haven't been to in a long time. And went a little too hard. One of my friends broke up with his girlfriend. So, it's like, support. And how guys show support by binge drinking. Yeah. So I think that's what did me in and got me a little bit under the weather. And I'm feeling, woke up with like an itchy throat on Monday. But I'm feeling better. Yesterday, I went with Slozer for like an hour. And it was fun. I just got to keep taking, all that medicine. And work's been just like, and then everybody freaking out about Facebook, between clients, between people. Like, I'm sick of talking about Facebook. Like, I did it yesterday just because I knew, Slozer really wanted to talk about it. But I'm just like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. If this is news to you, you've been living under a fucking rock. And I'm done. That's it. I'm not talking about it anymore.
I don't particularly agree with everything. It's really shady. There's no doubt about that. But your information being sold and, that's not new.
No, that's nothing new. The other thing that I learned when we were out on Saturday. Okay, I don't do lines anymore when I go to a club. Like that doesn't happen. No, no, I don't do that. No. Okay.
No, I definitely do that, just not the other line.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about like, waiting to get into a bar or waiting to get into a club. It's like, what do you call it? And we went to one of the places and I'm just like, ugh. And then it's that moment I've been drinking, like, I don't even know how many beers to that point. And then you start doing the little dance, the pee-pee dance.
The pee-pee dance, yeah.
And then you finally get in, which of course I bitched the whole time because like, I don't want to sit there. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm too old for this shit. But man, that feeling when you finally let go, it's like, oh, it's like pure bliss.
Release.
It's the best, the release, and you just feel so much better. Like and then you'll like this. And then on my little outing, I actually had 3 slices of pizza from 3 different pizza places. I was hopping around. Yeah, it was amazing. It was a Tour La Pizza downtown Fort Lauderdale, so that was fun. And then what did I do Sunday? Sunday, it's like I binge watched a documentary with my wife, Wild Wild Country. Have you seen it?
I haven't. It's in my queue. We're going to watch it this weekend, but I did a little research and then I've heard of this before.
Right.
So when you told me about it, I Googled and I was like, oh, like my mom was a flower child. I've heard about them before. So yeah, apparently like you said, it was about a cult and I Googled it and I was like, I remember some people saying it was just actually a community of like people who almost wanted it a utopia. Like it was just a community based on compassion and sharing and, peace and love. And that did not sit well with the people in the community.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for you. But the research that I did after I watched the whole thing, because it's very one-sided documentary, it's like they're only asking the people that were in it and they're like, went to jail and now they're free or whatever. So of course they're giving you their side of the story, but then you go online for people who were part of it and then you see the other side of the story of what was really going on. I'm going to save it for when you watch it because I don't want to spoil it for you, but I have my
I've heard of it because it's based on a true story.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. And the people that were in it are in the documentary.
Really?
Yeah, they're interviewed throughout the documentary and they tell the story themselves. That's what I'm saying. It's very one-sided because you don't get to hear that side of the story.
Right.
I mean, you get to hear both sides of the story of the people who lived in that town that was close to it, but it's very like one-sided biased towards the people that were in it, like making you forget about them when you're like, no, you did all this fucked up shit. It's not. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but you need to watch it. It's pretty interesting. That's for damn sure. So.
That kind of reminds me of Waco. Did you hear about that one? It's over now, but it was like a little mini series about David Koresh and the Waco cult.
I didn't know they had like a documentary about it, but I remember it happening back in the day before I even lived in Texas, because when I moved to Texas, I was like, I drove by Waco on my way to Austin one day. I was like, oh, this is where all the crazy people live.
Yeah. It wasn't really a documentary. It was on TV. It was a mini series. So it was a handful of weeks, I think, of episodes. And it was actually really good. It gave like an alternative. Like I always thought it was just a bunch of wackos that lived in this cult, and the government was pretty shady, it turns out, when it came to all of this.
Government's always shady, man. It's always shady.
They are. You know how I feel about that. But yeah, the government killed all of these children and the people that were in the cult. Boy. I had no idea that they had such a heavy hand in that.
You're going to have people after you now that you said the government killed a bunch of children.
They did. They sprayed tear gas, and it was banned tear gas by the Geneva Convention or whatever. And it's flammable. So they're just like pouring it in here and it exploded pretty much into a bunch of flames. And
that just brings everything to like sad face, Holt type of deal. Why don't we get a little bit of what everybody wants, which I love, trash TV.
Yeah, that's what we've been that's like our kind of theme here we've got going on.
My favorite show. If you're listening, not watching, I'm fist bumping right now. GTL. It's coming back.
I'm excited about that.
I'm way too excited about this. Way too excited about this because it's like now that all grown up. Okay, if you're not following, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should have figured out by now. It's like the Jersey Shore is coming back.
It's the Jersey Shore, bitch.
Yeah, it's like now they're in their 30s, which is like pretty much our age. So I'm looking forward to see like the debauchery in South Beach, which, every time I go to South Beach always wins. It takes me like a week to recuperate. So I couldn't even imagine living down there in my 30s, going out every night for a TV show and getting hammered every night. No way. I will not survive that. So it's going to be some good TV.
I can't wait. And then Sammy is not going to be on. I was really disappointed, and I was hoping.
Why?
I love Sammy. So she said that she hasn't made an official statement, I guess. But I said like. So Snooki came and said that she didn't want to rehash old stuff, that she's gotten over it. She's at a happy place in her life. But I just recently found out that Ronnie knocked some other chick up that he barely knows. So that's probably the reason that she's not coming back.
Oh, man, that would be just weird.
That is very awkward and strange. And I'm so disappointed in Ronnie.
I like Sammy, but it's like, I can live without her. It's okay.
It's the whole gang, though.
I want Paulie. I want the situation. I want Snooki, because Snooki's just a fucking mess. JWoww too, because JWoww enables Snooki and they enable each other.
They have changed so much, though. Have you seen JWoww?
I didn't recognize her. I didn't recognize it at all. She's done so much shit to her face. I'm like, whoa, it's too much, man.
Unrecognizable. And Snooki has had a lot of work done too, but she was on The Doctors, I think, not too long ago, talking about it. And
once the fans' pressure from this show gets to me, I'm probably gonna end up doing the same thing. I'm gonna change my whole face, Frankenstein my whole face, and then
definitely
recognizable. I mean, you have to,
Once that money starts rolling in, my lips are gonna be like
that big,
like a baboon's butt, like.
It will look like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do the cheeks. We'll move the cheeks up like that, and then our eyebrows will be like this.
Oh yeah, my eyebrows are gonna touch my hairline. That's how high I want them to go.
As vain as that is, and people who are vain, Trump, you would think he will have 3,000 surgeries done to his face at this point. I can't believe he still hasn't gotten rid of the hair or done something with that hair. Dude, right? Because he's very egomaniac, narcissistic.
I think he's had some work, at least a little bit.
You think
but
so?
He's not gone. Then again, on that side of it, he is so egotistical that he doesn't think he needs the surgery.
That's a different point of view. Yeah. I didn't think about it that way.
Psychological aspect there. He thinks he's perfect.
I think I'm perfect. What's wrong with that?
Too, so
nothing
at least we are not it's not an issue for us, though. We just know.
Oh, my mom's here. Say hi. Hi, Mom. Hi.
Hi, Christian's mom. We have amazing genes.
Yeah, we do. It's great. Thanks to her and my dad, obviously. But what happened with the? I didn't watch the interview. What happened with the Stormy Daniels interview or whatever in 60 Minutes?
Yeah, since you're the one who brought up Trump, I guess I'll that's my cue to.
Well, you have to fill me in. I don't keep up with this shit, so you got to tell me what's going on.
I've watched clips of the interview. She talks about spanking him. Well, she had this magazine, and I think he was on the cover or somebody. I don't know who was on the cover. Don't listen to me. But she said, I should spank you with this. And he's like, you wouldn't dare. And she's like, bend over. So she's like GQ magazine or something. So, she spanked him and whatever. That's not that big of a deal. But the issue with that is, I guess, she was threatened and the money that she was paid off with was used improperly. Her lawyer came out and he just did a little short video, but he showed a DVD and he's like, don't make us release this. And I'm like, I want to see what's on the DVD.
Oh man.
Part of
that's
me
true.
Doesn't, because I don't want that image in my head. It's like the whole Two Girls One Cup thing. You have to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Two Girls One Cup. If you can sit through that, you can sit through anything. But still, I don't want to see that. I think I think that's a bluff, though. I don't think that's real. There's no way.
I do.
You do?
He wasn't planning on becoming president at the time,
and
he got what he wanted. But now there's another woman, some former model. When one comes out of the woodwork, they all do.
Yeah, all the snakes come out. Sure.
Karen McDougal.
Who's that?
She was apparently his mistress, some former model, she got her dues. They paid her off. She sold her rights completely under this thing called a catch and kill.
Yeah.
So they give you what you want and everything, all the, facts, and you can't agree to talk about it anymore. So she sold her rights. She was given all kinds of perks from columns in magazines, like I guess the National Enquirer owns GQ, or that mother company. She had articles in GQ and all kinds of stuff. And now she's claiming they were in love and she just didn't want him to get in trouble and ruin his reputation. And she's ready to talk now.
Oh no, what a coincidence, huh? Perfect timing, isn't it?
Great timing. Very strange.
Yeah, it's like, that's why I don't believe all those things.
But
I mean, what cracks me up is like all the super right-wing people. It's like, what do you care? And I'm in the middle. Anybody that knows me said I'm not one side, I'm not the other. I'm neutral when it comes to this stuff because I can think on my own. But it's like I find it very hypocritical that the same people who stand for family values and religion and all that. Oh, he just slept with a porn star. That was before he was president. Who cares?
Exactly.
You just show me your hypocrisy about what you stand for, and you believe all you conservative bullshit and religious bullshit, and then you just it's okay because it happened. It's Trump. He can get away with it. It's okay.
Yeah, but ask him about Bill Clinton, and it's a totally different story.
Oh, yeah, they'll go off. Yeah.
He got a BJ in the Oval Office. But you know what? I'm super surprised and also equally disappointed that we finally have a president who wants a freaking army in space. He wants a space army. He said that a couple weeks ago. And
a space army? That sounds something like Trump would say. I don't want... We're going to have a space army.
And he bangs porn stars, and I hate him. You would think that, space army, porn stars, awesome guy.
I know. If it was like, man, so much potential, You know what? I liked him. You know this. I loved Trump before he ran for president because I didn't know, I never bothered to, dig into his life, obviously. I just figured, the guy's a real estate mogul. He's banging hot chicks and he's living the life. More power to him, And then, I really learned everything. I'm like, oh man, I can't stand you. And then, you start seeing the bluff when you're listening to him 24/7. It's
the other creepy thing that Stormy Daniels said, and we already know he's creepy. He brings his daughter up all the time, but
yes, that is super creepy. I don't know why he does that.
Yeah, he told Stormy Daniels that she reminded him a lot of his daughter, Ivanka.
Yeah, that's super creepy. And for what I read somewhere, also that Playmate chick, she said that he said the same thing. So either we have two things here. Either they're making this up just to do it, or it's true. I mean, but why would you make that up? I don't know. But
and then also his previous comments about her boobs, their sex life.
It's super creepy. I don't have kids or anything like that, but I don't think I would talk about my daughter like that if I had a daughter.
Never. And then they had that March for Your Lives thing this weekend too, or March for Our Lives, not Your Lives.
Yeah, as much as you argue, I would have thought you would have gotten a first-class ticket and be there live for us protesting.
I really wish I could have, if time permitted. But our producer's sister went, and I am super jealous.
She did?
Yes, he sent pictures, and she is touching Cher. She's got her arm around Cher. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah. So
Cher?
She's literally embracing Cher. She's got pictures with the Clooneys, one of the guys from Parks and Rec, just all kinds of celebrities.
How the hell did she get? Well, it's our producer. He has the connections in Hollywood, I guess. I mean, it's how is she hanging out with all those people, man? She should have been locking down interviews for us. That's what she should have been doing. Our producer, we're going to have to fire our producer. He should have been on that shit right away.
I'm going to get on the phone about that, but I'm just obsessed with her now.
Yeah. You guys, no, you never met her. Of course, I've met her, but she's really cool. She reminds me of not Joshy at all.
Not.
But you know what? I see all that stuff, and it reminds me of I was looking the other day. I was looking at memes, and a Pepe meme came up, and I was like, "Oh man, I miss Pepe." I hate that it's turned into this political mascot, cartoon type of deal. Why did they take Pepe from me? It was just a meme. I could just use it helped me so much to express my emotions. There was a Pepe for everything, and then it got turned into this horrible, horrible racist thing. Yeah. It's come on, really? Man, out of all fucking memes that you can get, that's the one you pick out?
Who takes some shitty meme? Like you said, there were so many versions of Pepe. There's not one person on this earth who couldn't relate to at least one version of Pepe. And then the crazy extremists have to come in and they literally stole him from us.
I know. Like at one point, I think our conversations were only Pepe memes to each other. We didn't have full conversations
for like 4 whole months. It was only through Pepe memes.
And then, oh, you know what? Let's move on because I'm done with politics. But dude, did you see the other day the new thing that's going on that with the ring? The
wedding rings, or the lack of wedding rings, I guess. Yeah.
You see that?
It's really weird. People are implanting gems, like jewels, into their fingers, like dermals, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I did not touch the comment section. You'll be proud of me. But
yeah, proud of you.
There were 2 extremes. Like, one people are like, this is totally like against what I'm for. This is against what marriage is all about. Marriage is about a bond, and a ring symbolizes that bond. And then the other people are like, screw marriage, screw rings. Like, we do what we want.
But the way it's done, it's like, I used to have piercings when I was in college. So it's like an eyebrow piercing. They go in through the skin, and the only thing that sticks out. So imagine putting a needle through your finger, right? And then there's that sewer rat that I can't stand.
Stop. Somebody rang the doorbell.
Yeah. So the rat is her dog, Zoe.
I'm throwing things at her right now.
Animal abuse.
Soft things, people. I don't want to get any emails or comments about that. Okay, so the dermal.
Trust me, Zoe can handle her own. She almost killed me by the pool one day. Anyway, yeah. So it's like an eyebrow ring. It goes through your finger, but the only thing that sticks out is the actual diamond or whatever it is that you're using in place. Okay, somebody who had piercings before, dude, I had times where my eyebrow ring will get caught up on like the pillow or something. So I could imagine if you're walking, you know how many times a day I'm walking and I'm just a klutz. Like I'll smash my watch against a door frame or a wall or something. So imagine if you're walking around and your finger, your ring gets cut up on a frame or something, you're going to rip your fucking skin off.
Yeah.
Or if it gets caught on something, like God forbid you're fucking shredding some paper or something and the ring gets caught on the dude. No. Well, that could happen with any ring, I guess, but.
Or like even shirts, just something as simple as putting a shirt on becomes impossible if it's a sweater or long sleeved, because I mean, what are you going to bunch your fist up and like put your sweater on like this way? Or
yeah, it's going to get all cut up.
Rings and nails and stuck in stuff all the time.
That's a total pain. And then I was reading the news, and then my favorite story out of the whole week that I was saving for yesterday, but you never showed up because I was so excited about it, is the guy working at McDonald's who kept putting his mixtape inside Happy Meals.
That is straight up hustling right there.
That is straight up hustling, but the name of the tape, what was the name of the tape? I forgot. I have to Google it, but it was like, all y'all hitter niggas against me or some shit like that.
Oh my God.
And he was putting it in all the Happy Meals. So of course, like all the moms got all pissed off and the guy got caught and he got fired. And it was like, but that's dedication right there, man.
That's dedication. He has everything down except his demographic, because I don't know. I mean, teen and up. I don't know any teens ordering Happy Meals, really.
No.
Unless he's targeting little children. I don't know. Maybe they're like gangster nursery rhymes or something.
You never know, but you got to give it to the guy, man. It's like, I'm gonna spread the word.
Exactly. Now people are gonna Google the mixtape. Hopefully he's got it on SoundCloud somewhere. A Facebook page.
You know he's on SoundCloud somewhere. I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to look him up. I gotta hear some of his stuff and give him a plug, help him out, because I admire the entrepreneurship of like passing out his mixtape.
That is, I mean, you gotta up and coming musical artist, or not up and coming, but music artists in general. Mm-hmm. You've got to get it out there any way you can.
I know. It's this thing called the internet, so I don't know why he's passing out CDs. Like, who the fuck is listening to CDs anymore?
Yeah.
Like, does anybody listen to CDs anymore? I haven't listened. I bought the new Metallica CD, and I haven't even opened it because I just stream it.
That's collector. Yeah. I mean, I have CDs that I don't want to get rid of.
Right.
I have mixed CDs that I've made, and I'm like, I'll listen to these someday, but I don't even.
You know what?
I do use like my meditation CDs in my car.
Do you?
They're just sitting in there though.
Your car has a CD player?
Yeah.
I don't know if
like this changer, but they just sit in there.
I don't even know if I'm dead serious. I don't even know if my car has a CD player.
It probably does.
Because I just get in and my phone connects to it, so I just start playing everything from my phone.
Yeah, I've literally never touched.
It has to, right? It has to have a CD player. Yeah, it has to. That's crazy though. Yeah, like I never even thought about that
since I bought it.
I remember when I used to drive around and I had like one of those CD cases. It was 120 CDs, and I still have it actually. But see, the thing about the cases like that, you will flip through them, and then a song you completely forgot about. Oh, I want to listen to that song. Now it's like I forget about songs like 2 weeks later, unless it's something that I'm heavy into. And even so, like, oh, by the way, if anybody's paying for a Spotify Premium, just let it cut off. My credit card got stolen, and I never changed it on Spotify. And they cut off my Spotify Premium, and now I found like all these heavy metal bands that I never even heard of because I can't just choose what I want to listen to. Yeah. So it forces me to listen to other stuff, and I like the first couple of days I was like, this sucks, I gotta turn it back on or whatever. And then like, you know, the more I went to the gym, I got used to it. I'm like, oh, that's a new band I never heard of. Oh, that's a new band I never heard of. But I guess you could do that if you pay for it. I don't know, but it's just super random stuff.
But when you pay for it, you're more inclined to go searching. That's how I mean, I don't pay for any music.
Well, this is why. Because when you don't pay for it, you have to hit shuffle on whatever you're listening to. So if I'm listening to a certain album and it hits shuffle, it's going to let you listen to one song, and then it's going to switch to other bands in the same genre of music to be like, oh, this is your punishment for not playing. But my genre of music is so like close-minded when it comes to what I want to listen to when I'm at the gym. They just give me bands that I want to listen to anyway that I never heard of. So it's like, oh, this is paying off.
Good way to discover new music. The only music platform that I pay for is Sirius or XM, whatever, Sirius XM.
And you probably pay for it because it was included when you bought the car. I'm sure you didn't go out of your way to get it.
Has my 90s station. I've paid for it like 2 years in a row now, but this year they're doing something different. I just got a letter in the mail. It was like
you didn't get Beyonce. You didn't get Jay-Z's Tidal or whatever it's called.
I downloaded it.
You did? Oh my God.
Oh, when it first came out.
You did?
Yes.
I laughed.
Oh, Tidal. I had to download it to get his album.
Oh, that's what you did it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not paying $29.99 for fucking shitty rappers.
No. But yeah, Sirius or XM, whatever it's called, wanted to charge me. I got a bill for like $400, and before they would just cut it off. Yeah. And then you'd have to call, get it paid, reactivated. And now they're like, oh, we're just going to bill you and then you pay. And I'm like, $400? No, thank you. I'm going to either
hell no.
go on as long as possible until you cut it off. And then I'll call you and I'll talk you down like I always do. Because at first it starts off at like $30 a month or $40 a month.
Right.
And then you're like, no. And then they're like, they don't want you to cancel. So they'll go down to like $9 a month.
The only time I had Sirius at one point is when Howard Stern went into Sirius, like the first year. That was it. And then I cut it off and I just started getting the show. I found ways to get the show so I can listen to it whenever I feel like it. I don't have to listen to it live. Because come on, let's face it, man. I grew up listening to Howard every day, and it was cool. But I will miss so much of the show because you got to you got to work, you got to get on the phone, you got to do shit, blah blah blah. And then now it's like I can listen to whenever I want, and I can just pause it or whatever. Which I don't even listen to them that much anymore.
It's not like I'm not in my car a whole bunch, and when I am, like the phone's ringing or it's for a short drive, and I really, really, really want to keep my subscription, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm kind of sad. I don't know. I'm torn.
I'm telling you, man, once you go to Spotify, you won't go back, especially now that they have podcasts on there, and we're on there at some point.
I got Spotify. I just don't pay for it.
Huh? No, yeah. I mean, you can listen to anything you want on Spotify, so it's like, why am I going to, never mind. So I'm probably going to turn it back on again. And I'm sure there's a way to make it random, like find me new bands based on what I'm listening to. So when we get off here, I'm going to turn it back on. But talking about Jay-Z, what happened with Queen Bee? They got into a fight or something.
Oh my gosh. So she had some after party after a concert. It was one of her concerts, and Tiffany,
Hold on. Didn't they go on tour together?
they are going on tour together.
Beyonce's like, you're not staying alone by yourself.
I don't blame her.
Coming with me.
I absolutely do not blame her.
Why is that?
Because he cheated and he is a dirty dog who has to prove himself. And, she is absolutely in control right now because he made a mockery of their relationship in front of the entire world. And Becky with the good hair will not get the last laugh.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Is that what she said in the song, Becky with the good hair? I forgot about that.
I still want to find out exactly who that is. They say it's Rachel Roy.
Roy, who's that?
Damon Dash's ex-wife. She's a hoe, so it probably is her. But
look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, so they were having a party, and Tiffany Haddish, she was in that movie Girls Trip. I love her. She's hilarious. Came out a couple days ago and said something about Beyonce getting bit on the face at a party, and now at the whole internet. Yes. The whole internet, Chrissy Teigen got in on this, all kinds of celebrities. It's like an international, worldwide investigation. Like, everybody's a private investigator now. Like, who bit Beyonce?
Why is everybody so obsessed with Beyonce? I just think it's hilarious. Like, yes, she makes great music, but, it's like the obsession with Queen Bee. It's amazing to me. It's funny.
I think it's because first of all, she stays out of the spotlight. She doesn't care. And that's one redeeming quality. And then she's just like about it. She's an independent woman. Mm-hmm. She's a mogul. She's came up from, nothing in Houston to international superstar.
She's from Houston? She's from gross.
I know. That's exactly. That's her whole success story right there, is that she's from Houston.
God, how disgusting is that?
But yeah, somebody bit her on the face, and now, Chrissy Teigen had to deny that it was her. Lena Dunham, the weird chick from Girls.
Michael Cera?
Yes, Michael Cera denied it was her. Who else? Sarah Foster, a bunch of people that I don't really know. Sanaa Lathan. That they're saying that's who it was Sanaa.
We're taking Beyonce's side on this, obviously. So
yes.
I wonder who bit her. Why would somebody bite her?
Oh, so there's a quote.
You think it was some dude trying to make out with her? And he just
no, it was definitely a chick. But apparently they can't say too much, like the guests, because they have to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, yeah. It's like when I have people over, too. I make them sign an NDA as well.
Right at the door. You never know.
Of course. You never know. You don't want to get sued. No. You don't want pictures leaked. You don't want, anybody...
Exactly.
Talk about your business.
No. But yeah, apparently she was like, what just happened? And then she said, can you believe this bitch? I would love to have been there and seen the look on her face when somebody bit Beyonce.
I would have loved to be there and see the look on everyone's face when that shit went down.
Yeah. Apparently the girl or lady who bit her was like super extra. I'm guessing like alcohol was involved.
Oh, you think? No.
I don't know. Who in their right mind would bite Beyonce on the face? Like, you better make sure your breath is fresh. And
oh yeah, if I'm gonna bite Beyonce in the face, I'm making sure I'm eating like 3 cartons of gum.
Yeah.
And then
swallow it for good
maybe
measure.
drink some Rumple Mints, to mask mix it up with mint and alcohol. But that's crazy. Like her kid's already royalty. She's like, if we have royalty, I think she's like royalty. I saw a video, somebody showed me that they were on an auction for charity or something. And the kid just lifts up the panel on $19,000. Like, that's chunk change
like
presents.
putting your arm down.
Jay-Z's like, what are you doing?
But what I do like is that they at least try to maintain some sort of normalcy. Like Beyonce's been going to Target a lot lately.
Dude, there's no normalcy in that family. Come on. There's no way. Dude, there's not. It's impossible.
The way they both grew up, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they didn't grow up rich, and I don't think they want their kids growing up having any sense of entitlement, because you can see they do not like the Kardashians. Beyonce and the Kardashians are like the complete opposites. And the way...
well, Beyonce has talent. Hello. Jay-Z has talent. Hello. Yeah. Like, they actually have talent.
For that time when Kanye and Jay-Z were working together, and then they went their separate ways. But while they were doing that, Kim tried so hard to get in with Beyonce's inner circle. But just their values are completely different. And I think I really do think Beyonce tries to keep her kids, you know, sort of down to earth a little bit more.
I don't know. I heard a story that from someone that I know down here who was involved in a production with Jay-Z last time he was around. He did a concert here, and I guess Queen Bee was with him. And Jay-Z wasn't in the limo, but apparently the limo driver tried to make small talk when they were driving around or whatever, and her mom just jumped in. She doesn't talk to the help. Ooh.
I don't know about that.
That was her mom, not her. Her mom. I know about
small talk. I hate small talk.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you go to Uber, it's like, I don't want to talk.
Yeah. Like let's just, you don't have to do this.
No, we don't have to. You don't have to. I don't have to.
You do your job. I'm not saying that in a you're the help kind of way, but I know
you never.
I don't want to talk to you. Let's not force this. Yeah. I'm going to stay on my phone. You just listen to your music. And
so how's the weather? Oh, it's fantastic. It's the same weather we have right here all year round, like 80 degrees, sunny.
How are the kids? Like, even though I really don't care.
No.
They're brats.
Sometimes you get, okay, when I'm going around partying or whatever, that's fine. I'll talk and whatever with, if they bring up conversations or whatever. But, if Nicole and I are having like a date night, we're like talking to each other and then they just want to jump in the middle of it. I'm like, dude, you're like killing it. Or like if I'm working during the day, like, I don't want, sometimes I go to meetings downtown. I don't want to pay for parking because it's cheaper for me to just take an Uber than pay for parking. Yeah. Or, if I walk, it's hot. I don't want to get they're all sweaty. So, I'll take an Uber and it's like the whole time I'm like on the phone or I'm texting, emailing, or, I'm in the zone, man.
Right.
And like they're trying to make small talk. It's like, dude, like I got headphones on for a reason. Like I'm trying to get shit done here,
Yeah, even if I'm not listening to music, that's the international, like, please, I'm busy, don't talk to me.
Oh, I do it all the time. I wear my headphones without listening to anything all the time. It's like that's the international sign of leave me the fuck alone. Like I don't want to talk to anybody. Exactly. Like at the gym, like when you're at the gym, like I don't want to talk to anyone at the gym. I hate the gym. I hate working out. The last thing I want to do is waste time talking to somebody there. I just want to go in and out. And, I'm sure girls who are there to get their shit done, the last thing they want is some dude hitting on them. Like, I've never been that guy. Even when I was single, I never hit on girls at the gym, ever.
That's weird. That's a vulnerable place. First of all, you're wearing tight clothes, you're sweating, you're stretching your legs, you're, opening your legs and bending over and squatting. And
Gabe loves your
thanks, Gabe. We made those. We'll get you on the list. But yeah, it's a vulnerable place. Like, I'm sweaty. I'm more than I don't wear any kind of makeup to the gym. Leave girls alone at the gym.
You barely wear makeup as it is.
Yeah, I never wear makeup.
No.
I have tons. I have a huge collection. I have to buy the new palettes when they come out. But I'm like, unless I'm going somewhere where I care. I have great skin naturally, so
you do have great eyebrows, which reminds me of the one time someone fucked your eyebrows up.
Oh my God. When I went to get them threaded.
Yes.
This was like a while back, right? And I was freaked out about it to you guys.
You were like crying. That's how pissed off you were.
Pictures. I think she did it on purpose. So normally I get my eyebrows threaded and that's where they do the string and like sometimes they have it in their mouth, which is kind of insanitary. But
in their mouth? I never seen them put it in their mouth.
Yeah, so sometimes they have one end in their mouth, and technically it doesn't touch your face, but like I'm afraid dribble is gonna just slide down the string and like go in my eye.
Gabe, it's okay to be gay. It's 2018. It's cool to be gay. Didn't you watch Roseanne? They made it a point to insert the gay character in there. But
I didn't.
You haven't seen it?
I want to talk about that because I meant to watch it today. I just didn't have time because I saw that you watched it. My eyebrows are not important. Somebody screwed up my eyebrows. They made them like rainbows, and I was very upset.
They were really thin, and they fucked it up, and Shanon was crying for like a month until they grew back. It was hilarious. And then our producer like harassed her to the point when he made her cry again. Like he was really evil. Really evil. I don't know. I might make his name public so you guys can go after him. Like I felt bad. I should tell you something.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Roseanne. I finally watched it last night, and dude, one thing. Okay, when I watched Roseanne back in the day, one, it wasn't in English because I wasn't in the States.
Oh, that's right. I was like, what?
Yeah. Two, I've never obviously been to Chicago, So, but now since then, and that was when I saw it back then. I never seen an episode since 1990, whatever it was, 92, 93. Since then, since I moved to the state, learned English and all that stuff. Well, one thing that blew my mind always was when I heard John Goodman's voice in English for the first time. I was like, "Whoa!" Like that's not what I expected. But besides the point,
dub it.
Yeah,
in your language.
So one of my first business that I had, it was based on a franchise, and the franchise headquarters was in Chicago. So I used to go to Chicago at least once or twice a year, and I still go every once in a while because I love Chicago. But dude, they capture like Midwest people so well in that show, like the house, like the way they dress, like the way they act. It's so Chicago, like Midwest,
just like the everyday person, the wholesome, like just
wholesome
American, I guess.
Blue collar American. We work hard, and we're not rich, but we get the bills paid, and we have kids, and we have a good time. But, dude, it was hilarious. It didn't skip a beat. Like 3 minutes into the show, I even made a post about it. I'm like, joke, one-liner after one-liner after one-liner, and it was just like, dude, it's Roseanne, It's just. I can't
wait to watch it. So I was excited yesterday. I didn't have time this morning to catch up. I've heard mixed reviews, and I had some apprehension. It's about 50-50 in my Facebook feed. But after watching her Kimmel interview with her and John Goodman visibly rolled his eyes at some of the things that she said.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
She's super liberal and progressive, I guess I would say. I was surprised that they made her. She came out and said that she was a Trump supporter because we should all support our president. But I'm kind of surprised her character is a Trump supporter because she was always, pro-gay, pro the working class man, pro everything Trump is not. Like she's not for sexism.
Well, it's just a character for TV. I mean, it makes sense.
But her character from the old show was the complete opposite. So that's why I was kind of surprised.
Oh, really? I don't remember. I can't. Yeah. I mean, to be honest.
She told off. There was one episode, I shared it in chat fam, about her telling off, like a politician comes to her house and tries to get her to vote. And she's like asking him all of these political questions, like, what are you going to do about the declining jobs and this and that? And then she ends up saying, you know what? Or he's like, no, I'll just go to the next house. Thank you for your opinion. She's like, let me grab my coat. I'll go with you. So.
Nice. This is what I didn't like about it. And a lot of shows are doing this, and I'm probably going to get bitched at or whatever. I don't care, though. This is what I don't like about it. It's like all these new shows are completely going out of the way to make everyone happy. And what do I mean by that? Okay, the character Darlene, has a kid, and it's a boy, and apparently the kid's like gender fluid. He dresses like a girl, but he's a boy. And it's like that was like a premise of one of the episodes. And it's like, okay, like, whatever. That's what's hot right now. And then like his DJ or whatever his name. Huh?
It's hot. It's just a trend.
Yeah, it's just whatever, And then like you get what do you call it? Then the DJ, the kid, has an interracial kid. Like his wife is black or something, and she's in Afghanistan or Iran or whatever. And it's like, okay, what are the chances of this happening? Yeah, they're pretty high. But it's like, I just feel like shows now go out of their way to make sure they make everybody happy. And I know, and the producer's Whitney Cummings, which she's known for being like super fucking. I do too. I love her. I love her to death. But how if you listen to her Rogan and stuff like that, you know how she is for real. Oh, yeah. So it's like I just feel like it's going out of their way just to make a point and to make everybody happy. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, to be honest.
I get where you're coming from because I think a lot of shows are like that. But
I wouldn't mind if it was one show here, one show there. But I feel like every show has to make a point now to include all this shit in it. When it's like, hey, it's okay to just be, a straight family. Mm-hmm. There's some of us left, like. Yeah. And listen, I have friends who went from being a guy to being a full woman. I have friends who are gay. I have, all the above. So I'm supported for that shit. Like. I'm good with it, but at the same time, it's like, all these shows are trying to go out of the way to make everybody happy, and it's so obvious. That's what drives me nuts. It's obvious. Now, if you can work it in there naturally, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But it's like it's going completely out of the way. But I mean, they did a good job with it, like the interaction with the characters, so that's cool. But I mean, It just, you notice it. At least I notice it. You know,
I think it depends on how it's done. Some shows, I mean, you have to think. Lots of shows, it's just like a general white family, hardly any minorities, not many gay characters. But I think it depends on how it's done. If it's too contrived, that is just fake to me. I don't like it. And I haven't seen this episode of Roseanne, but they've always kind of pushed the envelope. And if they always kind of push the envelope on that show, and maybe they let too much out in the first episode, so it seemed forced. But like Sarah Gilbert, the one who plays the curly-haired daughter, she's gay in real life. So maybe that was
Darlene.
Darlene. Yes, Darlene. Right. Maybe they wanted some representation there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they've always kind of pushed the envelope on that show.
Yeah, I guess they did back in the day too. I don't know. It just felt like it was so obvious to me. You know what I mean? It's just like, I just see it on every show now. It's like, it drives me insane. It's like, why can't we just have like, why is it, like, if you don't have a black character, you're racist. If you don't have a gay character, you're homophobic. If you don't have a straight character, you hate straight people. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah. I don't think that's a representation of today, though. I do think there are more shows that are just the white, straight family, perfect middle class.
I don't watch TV anymore. I hardly ever watch TV anymore. And I watch mostly like documentaries or like stuff like that. Like, I read a lot of books now.
Yeah.
Like, very rare that I mean, I'll watch Vanderpump Rules. And
yeah, I watch Teen Mom and documentaries when I have time, and that's it. Like, I'm still
in my defense, Vanderpump is like super trash TV. I know half of it is fake. I don't care, because after a day of like doing what I do, it's okay to chill and just laugh at stupid shit that is made up, and I don't care. I know it's fake. That's the difference. I know it's fake. I don't care if it's quote unquote reality TV. I know it's like fake, and there's scripts and it's set up and all that crap. It's just like mind-numbing entertainment. Right. Just like all the other 10 housewife shows that my wife watches.
Just like our show.
Yeah, mindless entertainment. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I've been going for a while today. We had a lot of people on today for a random hour too. And then if you're listening on your phone, on iTunes, the podcast on iTunes, and what is it, Stitcher, Overcast, Google Play, all that stuff. Thank you for listening. And then join us when we're live. Come to the outro will tell you, go to the notifications and sign up and all that stuff. That way you can watch us live and interact with us. But that's all the time we have for today, since we still got to get some stuff done. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you guys later.